You want to know what separates those who keep growing from those who plateau? It's not their skills. It's not their knowledge. It's not even their drive. It's their ability to let go, to shed old skin, to release old limits, to become somebody new. In fact, in today's world of constant change, your ability to let go might be your most valuable skill. I recently studied 100 breakthrough success case studies, and it provided examples across every industry and throughout every level within a company. And I discovered something intensely fascinating. 89% of the biggest breakthroughs came right after they let go. After the leaders of those companies let go of what used to make them successful. Think about that. The very things that got them there were exactly the things blocking them from getting and going forward. Let me give you an example. Okay, I was working with the CEO of a $2 billion company, and this guy was super nice. In fact, everybody called him, quote, Mr. Nice Guy. He was known for his constant open door, his patient listening ear, his always kind approach. But his company was dying. I know what I needed to do, he told me, but doing it means, and his voice cracked, losing who I am. Yeah, it would, I confirmed. To save the company, he had to make hard cuts, have hard and difficult conversations, and set painful boundaries. He had to kill his Mr. Nice Guy image to become the leader his company needed that his role demanded. Check this out. A groundbreaking Harvard study revealed the same stat that I found. The 89% of successful transformations required leaders to lose something first. Old identities, comfortable habits, familiar patterns, previous winning formulas. The study also showed something terrifying. Leaders who couldn't let go, who held on to old identities, were 3.2 times more likely to miss market shifts, lose top talent, get replaced. Holding on isn't just comfortable, it's dangerous. Think about it. While everybody else talks about what you gain through growing, nobody mentions what you need to lose. Like the athlete who is stuck at a plateau until he lost his natural talent identity, the one everybody always celebrated him for, and embraced being a student again and having to outwork everybody else around him to lead again. Like the entrepreneur who was treading water, getting more and more frustrated with herself until she lost her control everything pattern and learned to let go and trust her team. Look, growth requires a loss of your old values, a loss of your old behaviors, a loss of your old loves, your old identity, which means then growth often has a component of grief to it. You have to have a funeral for your old self to become the new and improved one you want to grow into. It's interesting, right? Let me prove it, okay? Take Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players of his era. Kobe had to lose his hero ball identity, the one who would single-handedly carry the team to win his most important championships. He confessed himself, quote, "The hardest thing I had to do wasn't learning new skills. It was killing my old instincts." That's a key point. Or Sarah Blakely, who confessed, quote, "I had to lose my do everything myself mindset to scale Spanx to a $1 billion company. Every level of success," she said, "required me to become somebody new, somebody I wasn't always comfortable being." Here's what high achievers come to know in the letting go grief of growth. What feels like a loss is really a transformation. What feels like death is really a rebirth. Let me share how this plays out in everyday life, okay? Let's take James, a top salesperson in one of our alumni groups. 2.3 million in annual revenue, built on pure hustle and personal relationships. But to hit 5 million, he had to let go of being the relationship guy and becoming the strategic sales leader. He said it felt wrong, not calling every client personally, not handling every detail myself. But once he let go, built in systems, trained a team, created processes, he hit 7.2 million in just 18 months. Or Rosalind, a fitness entrepreneur running 3 personal fitness studios, known for teaching every major class herself, being everybody's favorite instructor. To scale to 10 locations, she had to let go of being the star and become the standard setter instead. Hardest thing she ever did, she said, but her company grew 4 times while she worked half the hours. Even in your personal life, like Michael, a dedicated father who had to let go of being the always available dad to becoming the effectively present dad. The result? Better relationships, more impact, less guilt. So, how do you know what to lose, when to lose it, and how to lose it? Let me share my strategic release framework. Number one, identify your success anchors. What got you here? What are you known for? What's your winning formula? Then ask the hard question. Which of these is now holding you back? Number two, map your evolution requirements. Where are you going? What does that level demand? Who do you need to become? Then spot the gaps between where you are and who you need to be. And then number three, create your release ritual. This is crucial. Seems trivial, but if you don't do this, a little voice in your head will constantly try to pull you back to who you were. You need to constantly release, let go, kill off, and bury who you were to become who you need to grow into. There's one CEO that I worked with. He literally wrote his old identity and traits on a piece of paper and then burned it in a ceremony. Sound weird? Maybe, but it worked. His company doubled in 18 months. Look, here's what I know. The pain that you feel when releasing old parts of yourself isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. The grief that you experience when evolving beyond your old identity isn't loss, it's liberation. So, you share below, what do you need to let go of? What identity needs to evolve? So remember, to reach that next ring, which is currently out beyond your reach, you have to let go of the ring that you're on in order to grow forward. To become who you want, you have to have the courage to lose who you are. So, make the leap. The next ring out in front of you awaits.